U-Haul has just released their 2025 migration data, and Kelowna has jumped 17 spots to become the number 6th most popular destination in Canada. Not BC, Canada. After a year of everybody's leaving Kelowna headlines, the actual data tells a completely different story. I'm Mark with KelownaCondos.ca, and in the next few minutes, I'm breaking down what this really means if you're thinking about moving here or buying a condo. Because while everybody was panicked about last year, something interesting has happened that's creating opportunities right now for people who know where to look. Let's start with the myth. Everybody's leaving Kelowna. The boom is over. The party's done. Here's what the data actually shows. We were climbing for years. We were number 6 in 2021. We were number 5 in 2022. And we were number 4 in 2023. Then 2024 hit and we dropped to 23rd. That's the year that everybody points to when they say Kelowna's done. But 2025, we're back at number 6. And U-Haul just reported that we have a 12% surge in arrivals. Well, interest rates spiked and Alberta became one of the most affordable places to live in Canada. The Okanagan saw a massive outflow of people moving back to Alberta for work and probably the fact that they could actually buy a house. It wasn't about Kelowna becoming less desirable. It was about affordability and the economics pulling people back to where their dollar went further. But 2025, we're back. Yes, people are still moving to Alberta, but they're also moving back to Kelowna, probably for the lifestyle and, of course, the weather. The fundamentals that made Kelowna attractive didn't disappear. They were just temporarily overshadowed by the economic pressure. Alberta isn't as affordable as it used to be, and retirees and lifestyle buyers are choosing Kelowna again. And that's what I'm going to explain next. So why are people still choosing Kelowna after a year like 2024? Well, I think there's 3 reasons: weather, lifestyle, and value. Kelowna gets over 2,000 hours of sunshine every year. Vancouver, from October through June, it's just months and months of gray sky and rain. Alberta, they get cold snaps that last months, and winter feels like it'll never end. Yeah, I know. I lived there for 35 years. Toronto has got frigid humidity and tons of snow in the winter. Here, you get 4 real seasons without the extremes. I've had clients tell me that the sunshine alone was worth the move. And then there's lifestyle. In the spring, you can ski in the morning and you can golf in the afternoon. Some of the Kelowna courses open the first week of March. In 2025, my mom golfed 150 rounds. You're also 30 minutes from Big White. You can walk to the lake, and you're probably not going to be stuck in traffic for 2 hours a day. And this matters more as people age. A lot of the people I talk to about relocating, they're retired or they're near retirement. They've spent decades grinding it out in Calgary, Toronto, Vancouver. They don't want to have to go away every winter, or they don't want to be stuck inside for 6 months. And since all the issues that have been happening in the US, I've heard this even more. Kelowna, it checks both of those boxes. Now let's talk affordability, because Kelowna's not cheap. Detached homes average over $1 million. Most condos sit between $500,000 and $800,000. And if you're coming from Winnipeg, that's expensive. But if you're coming from Vancouver, where detached homes push $2 million or more, or Toronto, where the market's gone up for decades. Now, I know before you blow up my comments, Toronto's really struggling right now, but that's not going to last forever. And getting back to Kelowna, when you compare Kelowna to these markets, homes look very affordable. You're getting an amazing lifestyle at a price that's high, but not catastrophic. You're getting Lake Okanagan, access to every outdoor activity you could think of, and a quality of life that, in my opinion, it can't be beat. Most people calling me aren't looking for the cheapest option. They're looking for the best option, the one that gives them the quality of life they're looking for, which is exactly why U-Haul arrived at these numbers and why they surged 12%. If this kind of data-driven breakdown is helpful, hit subscribe. I analyze this market every week so you don't have to guess on what's actually happening. So what does this growth mean if you're thinking about buying a condo here? Well, first, sustained demand means solid long-term fundamentals. People aren't moving here on a whim. They're making calculated decisions based on lifestyle, weather, and value. But here's the reality. Demand doesn't automatically drive prices up. We're not in a bidding war market. Inventory is higher than it's ever been. That means you're not competing against 10 other buyers, though. You're not dealing with FOMO pricing. You have time to make a smart decision. And why that matters? Because buying a condo isn't just about the unit, it's about the building, the strata, the location, and how it's going to fit your lifestyle. The other thing this data tells us is Kelowna's growth isn't speculative. We're not seeing investor hype. We're seeing people who actually want to live here long term. This creates a healthy market because when people buy to live, they care about the quality, they care about the strata management, and they care about the building reputation. That filters out the bad buildings and it rewards the good buildings. So if you're planning a move, this might be the right time. The market's settled, the fundamentals are strong, and you're not fighting the chaos of a runaway market. But remember, and this is important, not every building is worth your money. And that's something I can help you figure out. Here's the bottom line. Kelowna's fundamentals are strong. 2024 was a blip, not a trend. And 2025 data proves that people are still choosing this city for the right reasons. If you're planning to move to Kelowna and want help figuring out which neighborhoods fit your lifestyle, which buildings are actually worth looking at, and how to avoid mistakes that I see buyers make every week, let's talk. You can book a free consultation using the link below. I'm Mark with KelownaCondos.ca. I stay on top of this market so you don't have to. And here's my question for you. What surprised you most about this data? Are you considering a move to Kelowna, or are you already here just watching the market? Drop a comment. I read every single one. Thanks for watching.